join me. I've been wanting to do this. Now I realize I'm singing to the choir tonight, you know, but the preacher went out riding on a Sunday afternoon in search of straying members, and he found them all too soon. For all at once he found a bunch of members, don't you know, crowded in the shopping mall and at the picture show. Oh my, oh me, oh me, oh my, ghost members on the sly. He found some at the rodeo and at the football game. Some said they'd come next Sunday, but they stayed home just the same. That same bunch missed last Sunday night and Wednesday too, you see, to watch the mini-series that was showing on TV. Oh my, oh me, oh me, oh my, ghost members on the sly. When Christians live like worldly folk, they just don't understand. Without the church's teaching, they can't face the devil's ban. So better get to church, my friend, or with them you will ride. And God will let the devil take the tithe out of your hide. That's just before the offering, you know what I mean? I wanted to say something about just a couple of CDs, not ours. Although if you'd, we just ran a Beggar's meeting special, $5 a piece, any CD or that DVD out there on the table. And if you think, kids, I'm talking to you right now, the young people, because if anybody doesn't have the money, we want to give you one if it'll be a blessing to you. But will you have your folks come and talk to Mrs. Case or your pastor? And because I want to make sure you don't have the money. Don't be going out and buying a bunch of bubble gum this week if you can't afford one of our CDs, because they're at $5. Anybody ought to be able to take one home with them. I just want you to know that I need the money. So even if you don't like our music, buy it, throw it in the wastebasket. That's all right. My wife spends hundreds of hours every month. I mean, lots of time. She does the labels. She buys the cases in bulk. That's the only reason we can do it for sheep like that. And but it's her fault. She spends a lot of love hours putting these things together, all of them. These two CDs, this is Oscar Van Impe. If you like accordion music, Oscar came over here from Belgium, drunken Roman Catholic, many years ago, got wonderfully saved in the Plymouth Motor Company in Detroit. And he played a button accordion, buttons both sides. By the way, he'd turn over in his grave if he saw how his boy had gone these days. But Oscar, the thing I like about this, 40-some years ago, he went in the hospital in Jackson, Michigan with a preacher and led my wife's daddy to the Lord. So we just started doing this off an old long play album, and you'll hear that old man of God who's been home in glory many years sing with that kind of Dutch-German brogue and play that accordion. He preached Don Green's first tent meeting 52 years ago, and I think you'll like it. This is Paul Levine and Bob Finley. Bob Finley was born blind, and they traveled 41 years across this land singing and preaching the gospel. Led tens of thousands of people to the Lord. And Bible Tracts, which was Paul Levine's ministry, still goes on today. They've given over 600 million King James tracts free since it started. And they've both been home with the Lord many years, but they commissioned us just a couple of years ago to put 19 of their old songs on a CD, kind of keep their memory alive. If you like contemporary Christian rock, stay away from our table, but if you like old-time stuff, you'll like it. Amen. Well, we just put together a new medley not long ago on the theme, He Lifted Me. I'll trust the Lord to bless it to your heart. I'm so glad Jesus lifted me. I'm so glad Jesus lifted me. I'm so glad Jesus lifted me. Singing glory, hallelujah, Jesus lifted me. Oh, Satan had me bound, but Jesus set me free. Satan had me bound, Jesus set me free. Satan had me bound, Jesus set me free. Singing glory, hallelujah, Jesus lifted me. Out of the depths to the glory above, I have been lifted in wonderful love. From every fetter my spirit is free, for Jesus has lifted me. Jesus has lifted me. Jesus has lifted me. Out of the night into glorious light, my Jesus has lifted me. In loving kindness, Jesus came, my soul in mercy to reclaim, and from the depths of sin and shame, through grace He lifted me. From sinking sand, He lifted me. With tender hand, He lifted me. From shades of night to flames of light, oh, praise His name. He lifted me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else could help, love lifted me. Oh, love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else could help, love lifted me. My wife wanted to take this out of here, and she wrote optional down here by this chorus. She said it doesn't say anything about Him lifting me. And I said, no, but if they can't get the idea from this whole chorus, there's something wrong with them. He brought me out of the miry clay. He set my feet on the rock to stay. He puts a song in my heart today, a song of praise. Hallelujah. I'm so glad Jesus lifted me, singing glory, hallelujah.